Hello there everyone, the Jedi Brick here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new LEGO Marvel set 76288 Iron Man and Iron Legion versus Hydra Soldier. This set came out on August 1st of this year, 2024, and retails for $20 here in the United States with 135 pieces and 4 minifigures. This set is very cool. It's based off Age of Ultron, and we're getting these older Marvel movie sets thanks to the Infinity Saga line. I just reviewed the Thor Ragnarok set of like a week ago, so this is very cool. I'm happy we're going back and getting a bunch of sets from these older movies with updated figures and everything. We're getting a lot of Age of Ultron and original Avengers sets this year as well, so that's very cool. Taking a look at this box, we have Iron Man in his Mark 43 armor. I believe that's what this version is. And we have the two Iron Legion drones there flying side by side. And we have the little bunker area thing from the beginning of the movie. That's when this scene takes place, when they're infiltrating the Hydra Strucker's bunker thing. So we have like a little tower here with some turrets, and we have the Hydra Soldier right there. The front of the box is very cool. We have Iron Man over here with the Nano Gauntlet. Flipping this around, you can see Iron Man with his alternate face. You can fight the Hydra Soldier. Very unbalanced when it comes to play here. You have one bad guy, the turrets and stuff, but you have three good guys. So that's very interesting how, this guy's very outmatched. But anyways, we have the stud shooter thing right there, the power blast pieces. You can see how the turrets rotate and stuff on there. So a lot of cool play features and stuff in this set, so let's look at the minifigures. So we'll start off with the, in my opinion, the best minifigure in this set. Here we have Iron Man based off his Age of Ultron suit, the Mark 43, I believe. I'm not too sure which suit this is, but it does look very, very good. This is a newer version of the suit. Just to compare, I will put the original suit right over on the side here, just so you guys can get, a good side-by-side comparison of how far we've come when it comes to the Iron Man minifigure. So the new one on the left, you can see, has a lot more detail on there. It's got a brighter red near the chest with the arc reactor there. It also has that brand new helmet, but I'll get into that in just a moment. That leg printing on there looks very nice too. It's got a lot of gold and some bright red mixed in there. Yeah, just a lot of detail on this new minifigure, which just looks great. I love it so much. If I bend this down, you can see a lot of the gold highlights. It's a lot sharper than what we got on the previous Age of Ultron Iron Man. It still has that shine to it, but just the lines and everything on this newer version are a lot more defined. So I do think it's better in that aspect. One problem I do have with the newer Iron Man suits is this helmet. They redid the mold, they made a whole new version of it, and you can see just how bulky it is compared to the original one. This one we've had since the very beginning, since 2012, when it comes to the Iron Man minifigures, but about 2 years ago they redid it, and I really don't like it. They made the forehead and just like the whole front section just so flat. You can still open it up and everything, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't have a whole lot of the same shape that the original one did. Like, it has these like near the cheeks and stuff, it like kind of goes in a little bit, kind of slims it out. I think that looks really good. I don't know why they decided to redo it. They could have, just revised the mold and stuff, maybe if they wanted to make it stronger, but I really like this older version a lot more than this one. In terms of the face, he has the, what's come to be the standard Tony Stark Iron Man face with the heads up display on one side, and he's got the smirk on the other side. But one thing that I am going to do for my version of this that's going to be displayed in my Hall of Armor is I'm just going to put the older style helmet on there, and I think that makes all of the difference in my opinion. It just looks so much better. I love the older style helmet. I think people hate on Star Wars helmet holes a bit too much. I think we should really be complaining about these helmets, and I think we should really get the old ones back. The next two minifigures we have in this set are the Iron Legionnaires, and I'm so happy we're getting these minifigures again. The last time we saw any version of these guys was in the 2015 Avengers Tower, and we got updated versions of them in this set, and I think these new ones, just like the Iron Man look so much better. The amount of detail on them is just amazing. I love the lines and the colors and everything. I think it looks so good. One problem I have with these ones is the same as the Iron Man one, is the helmet. But these ones, they use the Invincible Iron Man type helmet. This is also the same helmet mold they use for Wrecker when it comes to the Bad Batch. So just to tell you guys what kind of helmet you're getting here. I prefer the older one. Same thing with the Iron Man. They made like a blue one and it looked so much better. But I don't hate it on these guys. I don't think it looks absolutely horrible, kind of like it does with the Iron Man. I definitely would have preferred the older style, but again, it's not a huge deal because I don't really hate the way these ones look on them. But anyways, talking about that torso again, just all the lines and the detail and stuff on there just look so good. Like even on the back, there's a lot of stuff there. In terms of accessories, they come with, you know, the standard Iron Man like repulsor studs and the tubes on there for the feet to make it look like they're flying, so that's very cool. Underneath, the heads for both of them are just plain dark blue heads. Don't really have a problem with that because they're not supposed to be piloted by people. It's Jarvis or like drones, so don't really have a problem with that. One thing I will say is when this set got leaked or rumored, I thought this was going to be a battle pack type thing. I was really hoping it would be like 2 Iron Legionnaires and maybe like 2 Ultron drones, or maybe like 2 Hydra soldiers or something, like something you kind of army build with in moderation. But we got 2 of these and the Hydra soldier and an Iron Man, so I don't think it's the best type of like battle pack. I'll get into more of that stuff at the end of the video, but I think it would have been cooler if for 2 more minifigures instead of like Iron Man and the Hydra soldier, they gave us the Ultron drones. I think that would have been really cool. We haven't gotten Ultron drones since those original 2015 sets, so I think that would have been really cool. The final minifigure in this set is the Hydra Trooper, and I don't really have a problem with this minifigure. Kind of like what I said, I just wish we got something different, like the Ultron drone. I know they weren't in this scene, and it wouldn't really make sense, but I still think it would have been cool to kind of have, you know, a battle pack with those 2 factions. I think that would have been really cool, but overall, this is a very nice and well-detailed minifigure. My favorite part about him is the back with the Hydra logo on there in black on that gold piece, or that gold like printing, which looks really cool. I like that a lot. No leg printing on him, but I don't really think that's a huge deal. Not like a deal breaker for me. The head print on there is very nice as well. He's got like this visor on the back. He has printing too, kind of like the rest of the helmet, which they didn't have to do because it's going to be covered by the actual helmet, so you're not going to be able to see any of that, but it's cool they did it anyways. The front of the torso has got a lot of really good printing on there too, with the gold and just a little bit of purple on there to match the visor. I think that looks very good. And for an accessory, he's got one of these big, like oversized stud shooter blasters that I've talked about in the past. I'm not really a huge fan of them, but at the end of the day, this is a set made for younger kids, and they are definitely going to have a lot of fun with this big blaster because it can actually shoot studs. It's a different mold than what we originally saw with the first stud shooters back in like 2014, 2015, something like that, but it's a lot bigger, a lot bulkier. Not too fond of it in terms of, you know, adult displaying and stuff, but it is very cool, and definitely the play is there for the younger audience. Now taking a look at the build for the set, and I'm going to be looking at this, probably the whole set, from the perspective of a battle pack. For the same price, you could get the new Mandalorian versus Imperial Trooper battle pack, whatever it's called. So I'm going to be looking at this through the lens of a battle pack, and in terms of like value for your money and everything, and for what you would normally see in a Star Wars battle pack, this build is very solid. It's really good. It has a lot of good parts and everything in it. If you wanted to, you know, buy multiple of the set, you're getting some good pieces in there, so I definitely think in that aspect it's worth it. So I definitely could see people having 2 of these built or more, or just scrapping it, making one big tower thing, like building up these or making it wider. You know, there's a lot of possibilities, and I think it's a good set to possibly have multiple of, and for that reason, if you wanted to build it up into something taller. So that's definitely a possibility if you want to buy 2 of these. Not too sure how many people are planning to buy it on a set like this. It's not really the best value for your money in terms of like a battle pack for minifigures, but it is a good build. You have some detail here. You have like snow and stuff built up around and like around the towers. You have some greenery there, so that's very cool as well. I like the detail. It uses a lot of this dark tan masonry bricks in there, which I love using in mocks and stuff. So, you know, if I do buy 2 of these, I might scrap one and part it out, because I do like using masonry bricks for stuff that I build. You have this main turret right here, which you can take your Hydra trooper, stand him on those studs right there. You can kind of move around a little bit. He's not going to go very far, but you can move a little bit to the left and right, and the turret can move pretty far down and not super far up, but I think that is very cool. It's all built on like this shield piece right here with studs, and this connects like that. And this has 2 more stud shooters, so you can fire those off. Very similar to the gun that we saw when it comes to the minifigure, but that's very cool. You also get these 2 larger turrets on either side, and these ones I don't think are supposed to be manned by a person. Maybe like automatic or something, whatever you want them to be, but they can rotate all the way around. They're just on some turntable things, so you can spin those all the way around. They have some purple on the ends to represent like them shooting and stuff, so that's a very cool detail. You have these clips here on the end, like make it like scopes or something, or crosshairs. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be, but they are very cool. So you can move those around. They can't go up or down really at all. They're just more left and right type things, so keep that in mind. But taking a look at the back again, see if I can lower my camera just a little bit. These parts right here are hollow with the windows. You can't really fit a minifigure in there. Like, he's not going to be able to stand. It's too short and not wide enough to hold a minifigure, so you know, it's definitely more of like an aesthetic type thing. You do get 2 sides of that as well. You also have this stud sticking out. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be for, but you can stick the gun right there if you're not using it. Doesn't really have a clear purpose from what I've seen on the box, but if you wanted it to hold like the weapons and stuff for the Hydra Trooper, you're able to do that with it. But other than that, there's not really much left to talk about with the set. Like I said, this set retails for $20 here in the United States, and while I do feel like that is a pretty fair price for what you're getting in this set, I'm definitely going to say, you know, if you don't really need this as soon as possible, you can definitely wait out on this set for maybe like a few months when this goes on sale. I bought this at Barnes & Noble, and I got like $5 off, so it was about $15 when I actually purchased it, and I think that's a pretty fair price for this set. In terms of it being like equal to a battle pack, that definitely is not the case. I don't really recommend army building with this set, just for the 2 Iron Legion guys and the 1 Hydra Trooper. You're going to get a bunch of Iron Men. I guess you could sell those if you want, but if you want multiple of the Iron Legion guys, I would just either recommend waiting for this set to go on clearance in about like a year or so, or just like wait for a really good sale, or just buy them separately on Bricklink. These guys can't be going for more than like $3 each or something at this point. I'm not really sure, but you know, if you're buying this set, if you're buying multiple of this set, I should say, just for the minifigures, I would say either just buy the minifigures separately or wait for a clearance or a good sale. Definitely, you don't need to buy multiple of these while they're still at their full price. I don't think it's worth it that much, but the minifigures in this set are very good, all that being said, but again, army building this set isn't really that necessary. But yeah, I like this set a lot. I'm going to give this a probably 8 out of 10. I do think it's very cool. The helmet on the Iron Man is kind of bringing it down a little bit. I really wish they would bring them back that original helmet. I'm not sure why they decided to change it. I think it's very dumb. It's kind of the same thing with the new Stormtroopers too, like those big bulky helmets. I miss the old Rogue One ones. I wish they would bring those back. So if anyone from LEGO is watching this, please bring back the old Iron Man helmets and the old Stormtrooper helmets. Those were so good. Those were peak Stormtrooper from Rogue One. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have one more Marvel video that I'm going to make, and then I'm coming out with a big Star Wars video, so you're not going to want to miss that. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you will not miss that awesome video. I'm so excited to post it. I've been kind of teasing it for a little bit. I think I kind of made a subtle tease to it on a Oaktown Bricks live stream that I was on a few weeks ago. So yeah, with all that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment on what you guys think about this set, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.